and welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest III VGA. As we left off, we were going to be casting some magic, and I am turning that volume down a little bit because it is bugging me. So we're going to click on the book again. And really right now, the only spell we can cast is Fly Like an Eagle or Fly spell. Put a pinch of saffron in essence, so it would have been the rose essence we got. Recite this verse. O winged spirit, set me free of earthly bindings just like thee. In this essence behold the might to grant this the precious gift of flight. 3. Wave the magic wand. Yeah, Harry Potter only wishes this easy. So, let's cast the spell. You mix the ingredients exactly as the spell book says. O winged spirit, set me free of earthly bindings just like thee. Pretty much is exactly what I just repeated. In the original, you had to type in this spell perfectly, exactly as it was in the manual, or you would die. And you had to have all of the ingredients, or you would die. So now, let's see where it is. Oh, I know we cast it. Huh, that's rather odd. Let's see. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Well, I tested it and it seems we have cast the spell. Why it's not working exactly as I remember it, I don't know. It might be that it will not let us transform in the wizard's house. So we're going to put the magic wand away. This is just in case we do not get back in time. And you'll see what I mean about getting back in time in a moment. Yeah, how he remembers exactly how it was, I don't know. I'm sure he did not get that in a Diagon Alley. So we are going to venture down the mountain. This time, since the wizard is asleep, he will not be able to kill us. We do, of course, have to traverse this mountain path again. Fortunately, unlike in the original, as I said before when we died the last time, you only have to do this once, instead of every single time having to traverse this mountain. Because let me tell you, that gets old really fast. I'll be right back. And we're back, and I'm going to try to do this with a lot less fails. We can see the eagle just flew across the screen, which is why I came back before we're completely down the hill, because I wanted you guys to be able to see the eagle dropping his feather. Now, we're going to do this a lot more carefully. I died at least 4 or 5 times trying to get back down the path again because, well, my clicking skills are apparently not as good as they once were. So yes, we are down from the path, so let's save. We'll save his path. And let's first look at this eagle feather. Actually, it's going to give us a description. A lone mountain rises sharply from the forest floor. Its jagged peak, encircled by dark clouds, a treacherous path winds its way up the steep mountainside. You and the wizard Manan live at the top of its peak. Yeah, it does not want us to look at the feather, but we will pick up the feather. You take the feather. Now, this should allow us to transform, only it's not wanting to. I'm not sure what's up with that. Let's try using the rose essence. No? I'll be right back. Okay, after a bit of investigation, apparently the remake only lets you use the transform into a fly or eagle spell in places you need it. So it doesn't let you just use it randomly. Oh, look, here's Mama Bear. It is usually not a good idea to come bother Mama Bear. Mama Bear growls at you near the flower bed. Better stay away from it and her. Well, let's not listen to that advice. Oh dear, you've annoyed Mama Bear by trampling her precious flowers. Mama Bear is strong. So it doesn't kill you, just throws you a little bit. As we could see, Mama Bear's dress does not fully cover her body, but that's okay. Now, let's look at this tree. It's a lovely tree. Yes, it's a very lovely tree. That's not what I want you to look at. A small sprig of mistletoe catches your eye. Now, since it's an individual item and it does not seem to be nailed down, let's pick it up. You search among the hanging mistletoe until you find a sprig that has dried. You break it off and carry it with you. And the mistletoe, as we can see, is a magical item. I do not suggest eating the mistletoe. While I do not think it kills you in this game, in general it's not a good idea. You have entered a quaint seaside town. Smoke curls lazily from the houses and shops overlooking the ocean. A pier stretches out into the bay. Near the pier, you notice a store and a tavern. Let's go into the store. Good day to you, young man. What can I do for you? Now, there's nothing we can really buy right now because we have no money. I've got some dusting to do. Just you let me know when you need something. Yeah, I know he's not actually talking like that, but to figure out a voice for him. The short storekeeper seems to be an amiable fellow. Let's see. The dog lying on the floor is obviously a mutt. The name Kenny is embossed on its leather collar. Now that's a joke that's in the original version of the game. Kenny referring to Ken Williams, the husband of Roberta Williams and one of the founders of Sierra Online. He was in charge pretty much of the coding of some of the original games. Roberta would write the story and he would program it. So it's, if you really want to know more about it, if you go to the wiki page on Sierra Online, it's actually really fascinating. But let's pet Kenny. As you pet him, Kenny licks your hand and thumps his tail in appreciation. A small wad of dog hair collects in your hand, and you tuck it into your pocket for later use. Yeah, Alexander has issues. And apparently he's more of a dog person. Let's look at the back shelf. The shelves are filled with all sorts of useful items. There are a few items of particular interest to you. Leather pouches, salt, fish oil, and lard. Yes, Alexander paid attention to the magic spell book. Let's look at the time. During a major storm one night, the clock was struck by lightning. It hasn't worked since. The clock, if I remember, is not in the original game, and the joke it is referring to, it's slightly a reference to the Back to the Future games. The townsfolk are considering replacing it, yeah. It's a Back to the Future reference. Let's go into the tavern. And there's nobody here. So the barmaid. The barmaid is a woman in her early 20s. She has an air of determination about her. It makes you think she'd be a tough lady. Let's talk to her. What'll it be for you, good sir? I'll pull an ale, or do you rather have a dram of rum? My, aren't you the handsome one? She's quite pretty. She was much more buxom in the original version. And when you came in, a lovely little song played. So let's touch her. Better not. The buxom barmaid has an air of hard determination. You get the feeling that she doesn't take any guff from anybody. That's good to know. Let's leave again. Come back in. Ah, here we go. Wench, come over here with more ale. And man, that music's loud. Let me turn that down again. Let me turn down my main volume just a tad. That's a bit more manageable. So let's look at them. Two ruffians at the table see you looking at them and glare back menacingly. It's the bandits from the forest. Which I don't know how Alexander knows because he hasn't met them before. So I'm assuming the wizard has mentioned something. So, what do you mean not here? Hold on, I'll be right back.